Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah,
yeah. Good morning, Minneapolis. Good morning, Apple Valley. Good morning, Seattle. And good morning to you. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. Good morning. Welcome. Have a seat. Now, Kendall is taking a day off. And, you know, before the show gets started, what happens is usually Erin Schwaberini is in here and she warms up the audience. Erin is gone because Erin is not only is Erin our audience coordinator, but she's also a friend of mine. But she's the Bette Midler of the Twin Cities, and she's a director. She's directing a show right now in the Twin Cities. Anyway, so Lori Lees Fisher is filling in. She's a Matheson. She's filling in. She's warming up the crowd, and I'm back here in this little area. There's like a little kind of a changing area, holding area for me. A holding area. I sound like a pig, like a farm animal. Release the gay. Just let him out. So he's it's Pride Month. Let him out. So I'm back there, and I can always, you know, we've been doing this for this September is going to be 8 seasons, and so I can. Thank you. So I can always get a sense of the audience. Sometimes, you know, the audience, we could have a full house and they're a little, little tepid, a little quiet. Sometimes they're sassy. Sometimes there are troublemakers in the audience. So today I'm back there, and here's how I knew we were going to have fun and how I knew we had some sass in the audience. The first thing I hear is Lori telling the audience, okay, now the theme song's going to go off, and then you're going to stand up for Jason. And I hear a woman go, do we have to stand up? I mean, do we have to? I mean, and I don't know if it's the same lady, but then Kendall, I think, is just not feeling well or whatever. She's not here, not on purpose. So then executive producer Jeff has to deliver that news of, like, you know, Kendall's not here. And another unidentified lady, she goes, I took the day off for this? So is there anybody, can we get to make her happy, because obviously I'm not enough. So we're just going to have a cavalcade of Fox 9 people come in here, you know? Like, there's Hannah. Where the hell's Marler? Is Marler still here? No, he's not here. Okay, is Alex here? Get her in here. I don't know. Is Alex Kendall still there? Hannah's here. Hi, Hannah. So to that lady, I'm very sorry. I'll get you a mug. I'll try to be 30% more entertaining without Kendall. I really promise. And I'll get you tickets for when she is here. I can't tell you can take another day off, but whatever. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Here we go. Let's go. Oh, God. Well, we knew this day was coming, but now it's official. Friday is going to mark the final official episode of the Wendy Williams show. Now, I know, but it's weird because we know Wendy hasn't been on the Wendy Williams show for, well, all season. The show's been on the air for 13 seasons, but has been a rotating group of guest hosts for the past season. Wendy will not be in attendance for this final show, but they will include a video montage with a tribute to her. Sherri Shepherd's new show, which will replace Wendy, will debut in the fall. Here's what happened. This is why it's like TV speak, but you're thinking to yourself, well, I mean, isn't the Wendy Williams show been off for a while? No, what happens is, they have a contract with all the stations that the Wendy Williams is on. They have to provide so many episodes. Well, they've obviously come to that number. So that's why it's official, so they can stop officially, legally calling it the Wendy Williams Show and transition into Sherry come September. My feeling is I'm sure they're going to put on reruns for the rest of the summer. Most talk shows do that. Most of the big ones put on reruns. And then we don't. We're here for you 365 people. Yeah. We're here for you 285. 285 days a year we're here. But anyway, so that's why you're hearing that it's official. Wendy, I don't think was asked to come back, my guess, and I don't think she would come back because I think she is under the assumption that she's going to have a show come fall. She won't have her show because, again, it's already been contracted to Sherry Shepherd, which it's going to be right here on Fox 9. If you're watching us from our other stations, check your listings. But good luck to Wendy and Sherry. Good luck in the fall. Good luck in the fall. You're gonna be great. Well, next in the dish, Move Over Survivor, Big Brother, and The Bachelor. The next biggest reality show is coming to Netflix. Look at game. Photographer Eric will. We'll send, yeah. Squid Game, the challenge, is in works at Netflix. Casting is now open, and nearly $5 million is on the line. Yeah, so is your life. Are they really? Like, I don't think Netflix is going to randomly kill people off, but why would anybody? What? They might. You're right, audience. You're right. Yeah. Ratings are ratings, people. We'll do anything. One by one, the audience will disappear during this hour. We'll play our own Squid Game in here. Anyway, who will go first? Front row? Purple in the front row? Right there. No. So go. I'm trying to think. Jeff, would you ever be a part of this show?
Well, they played like childhood games, so we'd have to play like our childhood games that we played when we were kids.
Candyland.
Do you remember the tug of war episode? That was the worst one.
The tug of war was horrible. Tug of war was probably the worst episode. But I would, even for what?
We should do a Jason show tug of war.
No. I know. Ted and Leo on one side and the rest of us on the other. Yeah.
We'd be too busy yelling at each other.
They're the thinnest ones in our crew. It's like, this is Ted and Leo and this is me and Jeff right there. That's it. Yeah. Right? Just saying. Next in the dish, the new Elvis movie debuts next week, and it could be. Yeah. Go ahead and clap. That's all I can say until next week. But anyway, I know. Believe me, I want to give you my review, but Warner Brothers will immediately take me to Warner Brothers jail. It could be Austin Butler's coming out party. He plays Elvis and apparently got into the role so much that he can't drop the Elvis voice. In a recent interview, he said he doesn't know if he knows how to speak now in his real voice or still an impression of Elvis. He said he had obsessed over the voice for a long time to make it just right. He said when you live with something for 2 years and do nothing else, you can't help it. Well, I will tell you what's funny about this story popping today is yesterday, so I saw the movie last week in preparation because yesterday afternoon after our show, I interviewed the cast. I interviewed the cast of Elvis, and I interviewed Austin kind of in the middle. I interviewed Priscilla, the woman who plays Priscilla first, and then Little Richard and B.B. King. And then I got to Austin, and it was so funny. The moment he said hello to me, I thought to myself, he still sounds like Elvis. Like he's not, and he never dropped. I shouldn't say dropped. I don't think he's faking it. He was that voice through the entire interview. And it wasn't annoying. It's a really nice voice. And then I went to see the movie again last night. That tells you something. I went to see the movie see, I'm telling you something without telling you something. I went to see the movie last night with my mom and Colin and my buddy Lisa. And watching him do the voice, and this is what I will reveal from my interview before you see it. We're going to do a whole Elvis show. What day is that, Jeff? Next Thursday. It's a whole Elvis show, yeah. But he did say I will tell you this in the interview, he did say when you go to see the movie, make sure you listen. He really spent a lot of time perfecting the different Elvis voices. You know, Elvis in 1956 is very different from Elvis in like 68 when he did the comeback special, and then even Elvis right before his death in 77 when he was doing the residency in Vegas. And having known that, when I watched the movie yesterday, I had a much better appreciation for the massive amount. I mean, this guy spent 2 years watching every interview ever done with Elvis, watching most of his performances, and then when you see his performance, you will see all of that work paid off. Believe me. Believe me, it did. We have a lot more to come, everybody. Stay right there. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment. Coming up next, St. Paul was ground zero for Generation X last night.
Minnesota freaking awesome!
New Kids, Salt and Peppa, Rick Astley, and In Vogue took over the capital city. Then it's finally patio season. But where are the best spots for sipping a great cocktail and having a fab meal? Stephanie Hansen has her list. And a Disney adventure that is out of this world. Wait till you hear about this. That and more when we come back. Welcome back. In that commercial break, I tried to make nice with the very nice lady who was here for Kendall. I gave her a mug, and I signed it. I'm sorry about Kendall. Love, Jason. There we go. I'll just, yeah. Every commercial break, I'm going to give her a gift. Every break, she gets a gift, yeah. Welcome back, everyone. Miles Teller was on. Speaking of big movies, yeah, oh, wow. I know, believe me. Miles Teller was on with Seth Meyers last night. He's in, obviously, you've heard, the Top Gun movie. And that is our Late Night Rewind.
They're called a sortie, basically, when you go up and you do some stuff. And so we landed. I'm just like, man, I'm not feeling too good. And I was like I was really hot, and I just started itching like crazy. So I get out of the jet, and I'm just covered in hives, like head to toe. They instantly, I go to a doctor, I do like a blood analysis, this and that, whatever. I'm in an oatmeal bath that night. Like, I have sensitive skin anyway, truth be told, like Irish, Scottish skin. Like, no dyes, nothing, just
ideally
basic,
no sun.
Nothing. I can get some sun.
You get a little sun, yeah.
It's Top Gun, baby. So anyway, I go to the doctor, and my blood work comes back, and I have flame retardant, pesticides, and jet fuel in my blood.
Oh my God.
So that's what I thought. But then I thought, wait a second, this is actually kind of cool. So then I go to set the next day, and Tom's like, so how did it go, Miles? What did they find? I was like, well, Tom, it turns out I have jet fuel in my blood. And without even skipping a beat, Tom just goes, yeah, I was born with it, kid.
He's the pro. I was talking to the audience during that little soundbite, and you know, I always try to tell you the real deal with celebrities. And look, he's probably changed by now, but I've interviewed him a couple times. He's just a little dry, not the nicest. Now, and that was shared by a lot of people that we were all in the junket together. I have heard he has lightened up over the years, which it bums me out because if you've seen Top Gun, he's really good in that movie. He's really good. So, like all of us, he could have been having a couple bad days. So, yeah. What, Jeff?
Never do.
I never have bad days. Never, never. Never. Next in the dish, whoever thought letting Kim Kardashian wear Marilyn Monroe's happy birthday dress is probably regretting that decision right about now. Because Kim, as you probably heard, briefly wore the dress at the Met Gala. On Instagram, a historian posted images of the dress. Look at this, come back to the TV, revealing permanent damage done to the dress. He said when he went into Ripley's Believe It or Not in Orlando, his heart broke at the damage. Ripley said they were very strict with Kim's team about taking care with the dress, and they always had a representative with it at all times. I don't care if you have Inspector Gadget with the dress. If it rips, it rips. Here's couple things. I would love to just blame, and I'm sure the audience would too with me, I would love to just blame Kim for this, but here's the truth. It's Ripley's fault. It's really Ripley's Believe It or Not. First of all, second of all, why is this dress arguably one of the most famous dresses in pop culture? Why is this dress at Ripley's in Orlando? Why is it not? If Archie Bunker's chair is in the Smithsonian, why is this dress not in the Smithsonian? I mean, there's just certain things. So I would love to blame Kim, but they said yes, Kim wouldn't have been able to wear it, and the damage wouldn't have been able to be done if Ripley's didn't want a cheap attention grab. Oh, let's put Kim, and maybe we'll get a few more tourists in our museum. So I want to blame her, but the more I thought about it, I'm like, no, it's Ripley's fault. I mean, because think about it. As far as Marilyn dresses, it's that one. It's the white dress with the 7-year itch and the subway grate, and then the dress that Madonna copied in Material Girl from Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. Those are the 3 dresses that you just don't touch. You certainly don't wear them. You certainly don't wear them. It's ridiculous. I'm serious. Look, I know it's not history, but it kind of is. Would you wear would anyone ever think of pulling out like a first lady gown? Oh, I'm going to wear Betty Ford's inauguration gown. I mean, like, I'm going to start doing random Betty Ford references because I love her so much. Next in the dish, Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez are back together again. Hulu just dropped the trailer for the 2nd season of their hit show, Only Murders in the Building. Look.
We are looking for new evidence.
You clearly know things that you're not sharing.
You understand the definition of perjury?
I know what perjury is. I don't.
Our lives blow up if we all go down for this.
Don't you want to clear your name too?
I have to see this through.
Let's focus.
I'll be right back.
You can't leave me here. I'm not good at parties. I'm nervous to talk to people because I can come off creepy.
Evidence keeps showing up in our apartments.
Who's ever doing this is toying with us.
This ends the investigation into a whole new direction.
We hope it will take us to clues.
It's a wall.
And suspects.
So what do we know about my daughter's murder?
Maybe she killed Bunny.
Do you think that woman stabbed someone 8 times?
We'll put a pin in her for now.
Good looking trailer. Okay. So if you don't know, the first season followed 3 strangers who share an obsession with a true crime podcast and then become friends and start investigating stuff in their own building. The new season drops at the end of the month. Anybody in the audience watch? You watched? Okay. You loved it? Second row I'm loving. She is just like, she's my co-host today. Yeah. I wanted to love it. I didn't capital L. I like small L liked it. Jeff, did you like it?
I couldn't get through the first episode, sorry.
You couldn't get through the first episode?
No, it was kind of dry, and Selena Gomez is a little boring for me.
Oh. Selena Gomez fans, please send all of your emails to Jeff. Yeah. Don't send them to me. Please don't send them to me. We don't need any more. No, I'm with you. I found it a little dry too, but I got past. I think I did like episode 3, and I just never came back. Now I want to come back because that trailer actually looks good. It looks more exciting than the first season. Next in the dish, earlier this week, Kevin Bacon was on with Kimmel, and he talked about working with his wife, the lovely Kara Sedgwick, when she directed Space Oddity, and how she was never completely pleased with her husband's work. Look.
There's one line, and I just, in her ear, was just not saying it right. And
do you remember the line?
I'll tell you, I remember the line. It went like this. Okay. That's the whole line.
That was it?
That's the entire line. So we play the scene, and I'm playing a scene with my daughter, and the daughter goes, okay, and I go, okay. And she's like, yeah, great, let's go again. Kev, when you say okay, it's a different kind, and she's trying so hard to not give me a line reading.
Yeah.
She's saying, like, think about your dog, or, whatever, like, any kind of way in to get me to say it right. When we watched the movie last night, we got to that scene, and I was glancing over. I was glancing over and thinking, I don't think I got it. I don't think in her mind I ever...
The okay wasn't okay.
I don't think it was okay.
Didn't like his work. Okay. I'll tell you, on the flip side of Miles Teller, Kevin Bacon is on my list of all the interviews over the 20-some years. Kevin Bacon, one of the nicest guys ever. One of the nicest guys, yeah. Interviewed him a couple times. He was here, he was at the Fitzgerald Theater with his brother, and I did an interview. The nicest night. We'll talk any movie. He doesn't care. He'll talk Footloose with you for an hour, and that's what I did, actually, yeah. Space Oddity, by the way, is making its debut at the Tribeca Film Festival. Well, speaking of the 80s, early 90s, unpack your leg warmers, grab your jelly shoes, and spray your mall bangs. Jeff, get those bangs going. The Mixtape Tour 2022 hit St. Paul last night, featuring some favorites from the 80s and 90s. My friend Beth was there, and thanks, Beth, sent us some video of the performances, starting with Salt and Pepper.
Come on, girls, let's go sing the guy that we know how to be some. I'm the one in a hot body show. Push it good. Push it real good.
Girl. I'm thinking two things. First, Salt and Pepper look real good. Second thing, Beth has some really good seats. That's what I'm saying, yeah. Why didn't I hang out with Beth yesterday? Anyway, that's Salt and Pepper singing their classic Push It. That song celebrates its 35th anniversary this year. Now, the guy behind it wrote another hit song from 1987, was also there last night. Who? Take a look.
I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. I gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you.
Yep, that's Al. That's Rick Astley. Looking good and sounding great at age 56. That's right. The headliners of the Mixtape Tour are the guys from New Kids on the Block, and they can still, without a doubt, bring the house down. Look. Love it. That's, for those not born in our generation, that's Jordan, John, Joey, Donnie, and Danny singing one of their newer songs from 2013. Yeah, if you've heard me say before in this audience, some members, y'all were there, the top row, right? Right there, y'all were there, yeah. We all had in our, you young people don't know, at Spencer's they sold these ginormous New Kids on the Block buttons, and I had Jordan and Joey's, and Jonathan too, because I just had a feeling. Wink, wink. Anyway. I just had a feeling. And Jonathan, because he's so shy, Jonathan cracks me up. Did you notice, like, all the other guys are wearing, like, super tight tank tops, and Jonathan's wearing, like, a sensible tee? You know, that'd be like me at a pride pool party. You know, when everybody else is half naked, I would come in a very sensible little Fruit of the Loom tee. Yeah. It's time to meet our first JVIP of the week. Today, it's Beth Manthe. Hi, Beth. Beth says she loves the fun banter between Kendall and I at the beginning of the show. Whoops, sorry, Beth. Sorry about today. She says our enthusiasm is contagious, and she looks forward to tuning in each day for an hour of laughter and entertaining stories. Thanks, Beth. That's what we really do try to do. Beth gets a Jason Show mug, and she's entered to win the monthly grand prize. That includes coming to the studio to watch the show, a $150 accessories gift card to Becker Furniture World, and a $200 gift card from Woodhouse Spa. I love her and you do too. Stephanie Hansen when we come back in a moment. Welcome back. Here she is. They're fun today, aren't they?
Yes,
I'm loving
fun
the audience.
group.
If the intense heat was any indication, it is officially patio season here in the Twin Cities and in much of the country. Hi, Seattle. And if you don't know where to go, our next guest has a full list to get you out and enjoying your favorite drink. Give it up for Stephanie Hansen.
Hi.
Hi, friend.
Oh, nice.
I don't know why we came to you. You don't know anything about drinking on a patio. I don't know why. Yeah.
There's only like 40 on my website, and I keep having to like update the list.
Is it just, let's actually start there. Just a general question. Is it just me, or are there more patios than there were like in the 90s? Like restaurants in the 90s, thank you. There's a random male voice coming from, yeah.
I need an intern. Are you hiring?
Yeah. But right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think partly COVID was part of that because people wanted to be able to have open air dining. And a lot of the cities relaxed their sort of stringent rules a little bit. So even the smallest places could put, 5 or 6 tables out in front. And everyone's making maximum use of patio season.
Is that right, sir? You got it. Okay, I was just checking. I want them to come back. Monday's audience was good. I want these people to come back every day. We should pay them, yeah. Tuesdays was good too. Okay. This is She Knows Her Stuff. This is Stephanie Hansen's best patios in the Twin Cities. Let's start with Minneapolis, O'Shaughnessy.
All right, so on my list, I had like patios that have been open for a long time, but we decided to highlight some of the newer patios. So these would be patios that have been opened in the last couple of years.
Oh, fun, okay.
So O'Shaughnessy Distilling is a large distillery that's located next to Surly Brewing, and there's like a patio on every single level or chairs sitting outside. Like it is the most welcoming outdoor space. They have a giant Airstream in the front of it that is doing slushy drinks. And they're making all their own Keeper's Heart whiskey, Keeper's Heart bourbon, Irish infused, American Irish whiskey is what
Why am I here? Why don't we just put a microphone on all of it? They are the most I love it. They're my co-hosts
like
today.
their drinks.
Yeah.
They're my people. So it's just a really fun spot. And if you haven't been yet, you really should check it out.
Another place that gets a lot of buzz, Malcolm Yards.
Yes. This is like, again, same part of town. It's really getting redeveloped over there. And they took this old Harris warehouse, and there are, I think, 8 food concepts in there. They have a beverage wall. They have patio seating outside and Adirondack chairs and a fire pit. This weekend, they're having a big maker's market. There's also delicious drinks, and the Baby Zito ice cream is in there, so you might want to go in and check that out. Also some great vegetarian options and vegan options in there too.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but rave things about it.
The food is all really good.
That's what I heard.
Like Joey meatballs, it's great. And you can have something for everyone, so you can go with lots of different tastes.
And she would tell you if not, believe me.
Yes, I would.
Kelowna?
Yeah, Kelowna, I'm hands down for me, the most beautiful patio addition to the Twin Cities.
Wow.
It is so stunningly gorgeous outside. And they have this little patio that you can rent for like 10 to 15, or you can rent half the patio. And then they have all of their restaurant patio seating. You can easily get a reservation online, not an easy reservation, but it's easy to schedule. So if you're planning on going to Kelowna, you want to think ahead for big events. It is pretty popular. You can usually pop into the bar, but they just make beautiful drinks. I like that kind of easy breezy food in the summertime.
I haven't been there yet.
Oh,
I know.
So good.
We should go.
I just rolled my eyes in the back of my head.
No,
It's
I
so
know.
good.
We should go.
Yeah, Anna Med's place. It's wonderful.
I love
love
Ann.
whole fish. I like all the herbs. It's very fresh.
Ann is a place you guys remember if you've watched us for a while. Ann has my favorite fried rice. The pineapple pork fried rice at Lat
14
Lat
and my
14.
favorite chicken wings
Yeah.
there too.
St. Paul, let's move to your town, Yum.
Okay, so Yum has been in
St. Louis Park.
St. Louis Park. They have another location that is escaping me. I want to say maybe further out Minnetonka. Thank you. But they opened one in St. Paul right at Snelling and Selby. They did something kind of interesting where they took the sidewalk and encased it. And then they have these like screened in windows. So it's like a permanent looking structure, but it's not. So it's very open, but if it's raining or if you're someone that needs a lot of shade and you still want outdoors, you should go to Yum and have the patty cake.
West Metro, Grocer's Table, yeah.
You guys, this is just a beautiful spot. It's close to the lake. It's got a great patio. They have boards, like brunch boards, charcuterie boards. Her boards are beautiful, and they've got a little market in there, so it's a great spot.
And then South Metro, the...
Mescalito.
Thank you for saying that. I was reading this going, no way I'm saying that. Yeah.
In Apple Valley, and there's 100 outdoor seats, and if you like mezcal, they've got really fun, fresh mezcal drinks. The patio is really gorgeous. South Metro, the suburbs are getting more things, but this is something that if you're Bloomington on South, you want to check it out. It's really lovely.
Believe me, and Steph knows this. Steph does not venture out like down to the burbs much in the South Metro. So I'm just saying. I
grew up in Bloomington.
I know you did, but now tell me the last time you were in Burnsville. Thank you. So I'm saying, if a place.
I cannot tell a lie. It's been a while.
Apple Valley, go. When was the last time you were there?
Probably when I went to the Minnesota Zoo this winter.
Okay, that didn't work. Anyway, but my point is, if it made your list, it's really good.
Yeah, no, it is. And you're always looking for places in the suburbs because we talk about the cities a lot.
Yeah.
You talk about the places where the most people are, but this is a good one. Drive out there, enjoy your evening.
Big food news when we come back. Back in a moment with Steph. Egan. Back with my friend Stephanie Hansen, and we're talking food news. Steph's in the middle of it. If there's food news, Steph hears about it, and we can't ignore the big news of the week. Minneapolis restaurant Awami won a National James Beard Award for Best New Restaurant. This is a big deal again. The James Beard Award, it's the Oscars of the food world, and it's the first Twin Cities restaurant to win the award. And Steph, you've been there, right?
Oh, yes. I knew when I saw that they were nominated that their potential for winning was great. This is a restaurant like no other. So they only use ingredients that were here during the time of the indigenous people before we were colonized. So they do not use flour. They do not use table sugar. They really only use the ingredients that would be on hand that the Native Americans used. And they cook you the most beautiful meals. And it's not easy to do if you think about without all those grains and the sugars and the sweeteners. And it's a beautiful place. It's very welcoming. It's built in a beautiful spot that overlooks the Stone Arch River or Stone Arch Bridge on the river. And Sean Sherman is just a wonderful person. He's done a great job bringing this restaurant with his business partner, Dana Thompson, and it's amazing.
It's amazing, and it's on my little trail when I go for a run, and I haven't been in there yet. but every time I look at it, and then I get really mad because some taggers tagged the building, and I thought, really, you're going to put graffiti on this place trying to do good?
I know, that's a heritage place that's been there. You can also, like in the summer now, they've got a window, so you can go and you can get some more quick casual type food and have a beer sitting outside. It's really lovely.
It's really, it's making great use of the Minneapolis riverfront.
And he's just doing something that no one else in the country was doing.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Go support them. Some other big food news. I joked with the audience. Broasted chicken is having its day.
Yeah.
It's back.
Jared Brewington is bringing back broasted chicken. And the whole concept of this restaurant, it's just to go. And it's literally the chicken is broasted. It's then put in this temperature case. And then you come in, it's contactless delivery. It's like a very revolutionary type of delivery method. And the chicken is fantastic. It's all very scientifically kept at the perfect temperature. It's crispy. You open your window with your card. It's pretty crazy, and it's going to be opening. Jared's known for his great fried chicken, and he's taking technology that he learned through COVID and just making it really an awesome experience.
Absolutely.
Yeah, takeout.
And can you explain, really conceptually what? I mean, it's
pressure cooked.
And there's a flavor difference.
Well, pressure cooking really seals in the juice because it's not being leached out through the frying process. But that you can get that crisp skin and that moist flesh inside is really what people love about roasted chicken.
Yeah.
And he spices it in a delicious way too.
I never knew it was fancy. I ate it at the little grocery store by my house.
It's not that fancy. Like Roosters has been doing it in St. Paul forever on Randolph. That's good roasted chicken too. It's not fancy, but the way that he's concepting this total to-go space where you don't have to talk to anyone or touch anybody if you don't want to is brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant, and so are you.
Oh, thanks.
Love you, Steph.
Thanks.
Congrats again to Awami. Thanks, Steph. For more information, go to stephaniesdishrighthere.com. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
All right. No, I didn't mean like you need a friend. I meant like you might just want someone to talk to.
No. Welcome back. Well, as we mentioned earlier in the Hot Dish, 80s and 90s kids were celebrating in St. Paul last night for the Mixtape tour featuring New Kids on the Block. Donnie Wahlberg had a message for Minnesota fans. Look.
We're changing Minnesota nice to Minnesota freaking awesome!
We'll go for that. NKOTB is headlining the tour all summer, joined, like I said, by Rick Astley, Salt and Peppa, and In Vogue. And the New Kids are the inspiration for today's game time. Roll it, Leo. Here we go. Today's game is all about boy bands. I'm going to ask our players a series of boy band trivia questions. Playing the game today, to my right, give it up for Katie, everybody. And it's Sam, everybody. That's right. Sam knows a dear person in my life. I won't embarrass them. But anyway, we'll continue. Let's go. You two ready?
Yes. As I'll ever be.
Oh, that wasn't very confident, Sam. Okay, hand over buzzers. Here we go. Now, this is multiple choice, okay?
Oh, good.
So wait until I give the 3 choices before you buzz in. First question. Who was the first member of NSYNC? Justin Timberlake, Joey Fatone, or Chris Kirkpatrick? Sam. Oh, no. Katie. Katie, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry.
Is it Justin?
No, over to you. Joey or Chris, Sam?
Joey.
This isn't The Price is Right. Sil is literally sending you messages
I know.
from
Can
the
I
audience.
phone a friend?
Yeah, you can't. You can. No. Who did you say?
Oh, Joey. Chris. It's Chris.
Don't listen to Sil. No, it's Chris Kirkpatrick.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah. Sil. Okay, no points awarded. Hands over buzzers. Which star was originally a member of New Kids on the Block? Ben Affleck, Mark Wahlberg, or James Spader? Sam.
Be Mark Wahlberg?
You are right, Sam.
Panic.
A little more confidence, Sam, in your answers, please. Okay.
Fresh off of vacation.
I know.
So.
Here we go. Hands above buzzers. How many times is the phrase "mbop" uttered in the Hanson song "mbop"? 12.
Oh, sure. Sorry.
Katie?
I got excited.
I know. Goes over to you, Sam, since Katie broke the rules.
I know.
12, 17, or 24?
Ooh, wow. Okay, 17.
You are right, Sam. You are right. Okay. Katie, you're back in. Here we go. What place did the boy band One Direction finish in UK's The X Factor? First, second, or third? Katie.
Third.
You are right, Katie. You are right. Okay. Here we go. Next question. What state do members of 98 Degrees come from? Indiana, Ohio, Illinois?
Illinois.
No, I'm very sorry. It's over to you. Indiana or Ohio, Katie?
Is it Indiana?
No. It is Ohio. It's Ohio. No points awarded. That's all right. Hands above buzzers. Here we go. What's the name of the boy band created on the reality show Making the Band? Is it O-Town, Boys Town, or Dream Street? Katie.
I believe O-Town, maybe, possibly.
You are right. You are right, Katie. Okay, now, this is a visual question, so look at the monitors right there in front of you. Here we go. This Backstreet Boys video is among the most expensive of all time, costing $2.1 million. What song is it for? Everybody, Larger Than Life, or I Want It That Away?
I'm a really bad boy.
Okay. Wendy Williams will be on soon if one of you just want to buzz in. Katie?
What were my options
Wow.
again? And I was a Backstreet
Yeah, what
Boys
she
fan.
said.
Everybody, Larger Than Life, or I Want It That Way?
Larger Than Life?
You are right, Katie.
Dang it.
You are right. Next question.
I was waiting for the.
I know you were. I know you were, Sam. Which members of the Backstreet Boys are related? AJ and Howie, Nick and Brian, or Brian and Kevin? Katie.
C.
You are right. Brian and Kevin, they're cousins.
Yep.
Okay, just a few more. Here we go. What's the name of the youngest Jonas? Kevin, Joe, or Nick? Katie.
Joe. No.
No. Sam, over to you.
Nick.
You are
Yep.
right. Nick is it. Is that it? That's it. Congratulations. You're both going home with a Jason Show mug. Thank you, Lori. There we go. The world's shortest segment and the surprise goodbye when we come back. Back in a moment, everybody. Stay with us. Thank you, guys. That was great. Sandy cracking me up. Welcome back. Woo! It is time. It is time for the world's shortest segments. Call this a bucket list trip for Disney fans. The company is offering a new travel package called Disney Parks Around the World, a private jet adventure. So this is what this is. It's a 24-day tour that includes private travel to all 12 parks around the world, along with stops at tourist spots like the Eiffel Tower and the Taj Mahal. You'll also get a tour of the Lucasfilm campus at Disney Studios. This tour is limited to just 75 people, and it's happening next summer. Bookings open next week, and the price tag, $110,000. We'll be right back. Won't be doing that. Welcome back. Welcome back. Well, it is time for the surprise goodbye. You know how this works. I don't know what's in this segment until I read it right now. Today, a dog that says hello. Watch. That is 7-year-old Husky Chief, who loves to greet people he passes on his daily walk. His owner says he only makes that sound when he passes other people. Not surprisingly, Chief has his own TikTok and Instagram pages. Of course Chief does. I'm sure he has his own Venmo too. I'm sure you can subscribe to him. That's great. Hey, I just want to say this, we have a lot of great audiences that come through here in a full season. This has been one of the most fun audiences. That's right. Thank you so much. And if you want to be in the audience, we've made it really, and as you can see, masks are no longer needed in the studio. But anyway, if you want to be in our audience, all you have to do is go to our Facebook page. There's a link under info. Just click on that and pick your date. You're in at 9:30. You're out by 11:30. It's easy pleasy. That's going to do it for us. Tomorrow, Shayla from Plant Penthouse will join us, plus from Seattle, actually. That's going to do it, though. If you're a kid and you're being bullied, you go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Have a good day, everybody. Thanks for watching. Woo!